Hey everyone, welcome back. Roll 'em if you got 'em. Carl, as always, joined with Dakota.
Hello, everybody.
Today, we're going to take a look at the new Kickstarter um, by.
War scenery.
Yes, thank you. Wow. War Scenery. We did a preview of one of their free files on a previous Kickstarter. We'll link that video above. And But they have a new Kickstarter, and they apparently liked our review good enough. They sent us a couple of things out of here that we have printed, and we're gonna take a look at what the Kickstarter has to offer, and then a couple of things that we've printed so far that don't have paint on them yet, and then those videos will be coming within the next couple weeks, getting paint on the rest of them. So we will obviously link this Kickstarter down below also, but this is the Siege of Castograd. Castograd? I don't know. Something like that. Castograd. Sounds
Close
cooler.
enough.
Sure. 3D printable terrain and minis. So they have buildings, they have some models. We'll check some of these out. So this here is, I think this is supposed to be specifically for kill team, like this piece right here.
hmm
So you can play it on the elevated surface and then have like it confined within a space. So awesome little kill team board here.
Yeah, and also great for for kill team, and even too if you're making like a display board, you can make
Mm-hmm.
that like the board portion for a full army.
For sure. So first thing we got here are some of the, what are they calling these dudes?
Renegade Guardsmen.
Yes. They sent us 5 poses of this. We have those printed. We'll be showing them here in a minute. Pretty awesome. I definitely plan on using them as some chaos cultist.
hmm
Uh,
Yeah, yeah. Do them up as chaos cultist if you're more of a chaos person, but you want to run like Astra Militarum. You could do them. Just print these up and run them with those rules, and nobody would care.
yeah,
Uh,
for sure.
they they're pretty good, stand-ins for guardsmen.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're applicable to things like one-page rules and stuff
Yep.
like that. So some really cool looking models here. Here's a better little zoom in on some of them. Here are some Ogren type looking dudes, and
Yep.
then some more,
Civilians.
yeah, commoner kind of folk. Uh, yeah, really good looking stuff so far. I got the resin prints, and I got them on bases. Not cool rock bases like this, but yeah. So there are, what do we got? 14 poses for these
hmm
guys. A whole bunch of different weaponry.
Yep. All the different loadouts. You can see their sniper, mount, a plasma, a flamer, a sergeant, and then just various las gun type of poses.
Hmm Renegade brutes, the Ogren type of looking dudes, and then Imperial Citizens, which is a €7 add-on. So that's like $8 or something, give or
hmm
take.
Yeah.
Uh, the train. So the Castograd warehouse. This is what I have printed that we'll be showing here in a minute. It has 2 floors. It prints in 4 pieces. So you got the whole building, a floor, and then the roof. But if you do have a smaller printer, I have the Anycubic Cobra 2. I know back when I had like the Ender 3 Pro, it said it was 220 millimeters or whatever, but like I could never actually get it to print the full width of the build plate. So this might be something that you would print in multiple pieces, which is fine because they have this what do they call this here? This connectors system.
hmm
You print these little connectors too, and they go on the walls. They all snap together. It looked like good stuff. And then there's also a ruin version of this same building, um, to where it hits the 3 L's, and then you do get some floor pieces and stuff still. Okay, right here. To do level changes and first floor to second floor on these, because I know that's always a. Sometimes I print things. I have some terrain I printed where like the second floor is almost out of unit coherency for Warhammer, and it's like, man, why is it so big? The second floor on these is just above 3 inches, so if you consider the top of your model, usually at least an inch high or close to 2 inches, you don't have to worry about things like unit coherency if they're on a second floor or anything like that.
Yeah, you get your vertical height too with it, but yeah, it's definitely like not huge, like not huge.
Yeah, it's nice. Just because, like, I have some pieces that I've had to scale way down from other makers, and it's like, hey, man, like, they know, like, they're marketing this as Warhammer terrain, and it's ridiculous, like, first floor to second floor, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah. So, these are awesome. It is not a concern.
yeah. The cool thing too with it having the regular version and then the ruins as well. I don't know if there's any sort of like D&D versions of
Of,
like
like,
a sci-fi D&D. I'm just not sure what the games are out there of it. But you could totally use this if you're somebody that's like you play with like building up the terrain and that type of stuff.
right.
You could be like, this is the bar, and you guys start there, and then you come back and the bar's destroyed. And
Or if there was ever a way to do destructible terrain in a game,
yeah,
like, hey,
yeah,
you got to break the bunker. I'm sure it exists in some game out there. If
yeah.
anyone's listening to this and knows of a game, let me know because it kind of sounds awesome.
hmm
I wanna drop buildings. Um, but yeah, it'd be super cool if that was a mechanic in a game and people weren't used to having the terrain, and you start with this and they're like, oh, it's time to destruct it, and you're like, yes, it is, and then you swap out the pieces.
Honestly, you could use it even for like the horde mode. They do have a thing where you drop buildings,
Oh
and you could be like,
yeah,
"This is the building that you have," and like you blow it up, and then you put the ruins around it,
that'd be
even just
so
for really
cool.
cool. That would be pretty
It'd
cool.
be
So then
pretty cool. Okay. And then here's some of the other ones. This looks pretty big. Assuming that these windows are the same size as these windows, this piece here is about 8 inches long from this end to this end. So, and we basically have a window, and a window. So 8 inches gets you 3 window places. If this one's rocking 6 window places,
hmm
you may be looking at around 16 inches across on this thing, which it would
hmm
be massive.
yeah, yeah, it definitely looks pretty chunky compared to that top one. Same with the one that you're on now, the Castrograd Hab block.
Hmm.
Well, that one. I mean, I think they're the town hall and the Hab blocks. Yeah, they do look quite chunky, and there's a breakup too of the different floors, so you can put roof, first level, ground floor.
Hmm.
You can use it for different games where you need to like get in the building.
So neat. And then same thing. We have a ruined version of the Hab block, not town hall. There may be a town hall in here, and they're just not showing it off. Um, some walls with openable gates. Those awesome,
Yeah.
voluptuous curves.
Yep.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's quite a bit of different pieces to make some really awesome like terrain type of system or trains and even I'm forgetting the word now.
like
Uh
barriers and stuff.
yeah, barriers and like dioramas, I should say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pretty cool dioramas if that's what you're into.
These look like they're about as tall as kind of this second floor here, which would put them around that 3 inch mark. Which it's anything 3 inches and over, you actually have to take into account in movement, right? In Warhammer,
I think it's 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Uh,
think it's 4. I don't usually play stuff that flies, so
so big platform to put stuff on, and then some scatter terrain, boxes and barrels, and just bits, Connex boxes, basically. But I mean, you could add these to bases. You could put models on them.
yeah. Just really great stuff to really like actually yeah, you print out your buildings and that type of stuff and then you bring it to life with those.
Yes. So the full pledge here, 68 euro. Access to all the trains, buildings, miniatures, and stretch goals. Get even more train and minis. Check out bundles and add-ons. So all that stuff. Immortal Imperium pledge, So these are a couple of their previous Kickstarters. This Grimdark Headquarters, this little dude right here in the middle, is a version of what we have in that video earlier, and we'll kind of show that off side by side with some of these buildings later, because that's it's a decent sized piece of
Hmm.
like a energy orb sort of thing. And then you can even order the physical miniatures if you would like from here. You can order physical terrain, add some scattered terrain, all this good stuff. So they have a free couple of free samples here. Um, one of the I want to call them Renegade Raiders. I know that ain't it.
Renegade Guardsmen,
Yeah, Renegade Guardsmen. And then at,
like a small
at least one
ruin.
piece of L. I don't know if there's more to the ruins or not, but so you can run on over here to this Kickstarter, War Scenery, and get some free models and check it out. All right, now for showing off what we've printed. All right, here is the actual prints. It's a little big for my recording area here, so just kind of bear with me. Um, we got the building. We got our 5 Renegade Guardsmen. We'll take a closer look at these guys here in a minute. But we'll start off with the building.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks great. There's a lot of detail to it. I'll even say too, uh, I think in their preview that they show, they don't really show off like the cool side. Like I didn't see in any of the previews the dude just hanging out above the door, like statue wise. I think on the flip side, there it was like a radiator or almost like a hot water heater type of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some type of
yeah, I
this thing here.
definitely weren't really showing off the cool side.
Um, Gorgeous looking print. A lot of so we have this window here. It's only these 2 windows. The rest of the windows all came out perfect. So I'm assuming I just have a small imbalance on my build plate over here, and it couldn't take the um, you know,
Hmm.
how little this is. It
Uh-huh.
it just didn't. Like this one, you can see kind of work and then connected later, which I think is fine. Just make it look damaged.
Yeah.
I plan on doing this as like an almost beat up kind of building. I want to do like the statue and stuff. I want to try to do a copper with like that patina kind of look.
Hmm. Yeah.
I was playing around with the spray paint the other day, and it's like I'll have to look up the color name, but I got it all over my fingers. You can actually see. No, you can't. Well, whatever. And it was on there for like 3 days. And as it started to wear off, I was like, holy crap, this looks like a really good patina effect for copper. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have to use that. So lots of these little metal bits, I think, are going to get that look. But
Hmm.
take a look here. The roof. Um, Once again, these are printer issues, not print issues. I think it's this gray filament, I think is just old. And I think it's got some moisture in it. Oh, I also printed this with supports. Their prints say not to do them with supports. I just wasn't paying attention. Um, so I really don't think you would need to print this with supports. It only supported a handful of things, anyways. I think I cleaned most of them off. But yeah, I printed the stuff with supports. So there's the roof piece. We have the interior,
Hmm.
second floor here. There's actually like a little ladder over here, and then first floor. Some pillars here. So, yep, these I think if I were to reprint this again, I might drop these inside pieces down by like 1%.
Yeah, just so it goes in that quicker.
Yeah, yeah, because
It looks like you're struggling there a
it's
little
it's
bit.
snug. I had to like put it on the floor and give it a nice one good oomph and got it in there, and I was like, oh, like that worked. I was afraid I was gonna break it, but and it is. This thing is solid. I mean, I'm putting all like as much weight as I can while sitting down on this thing, and it's legit. So I'm super excited to get this thing painted up. I plan on using it as like diorama. backdrop sort of thing for photoing miniatures later.
Yeah, for sure. Now, my question for you: so texture-wise on the walls, are they like block texture, metal texture? Really, what is it? I mean, I see somewhere it looks like it's block, so you could really paint these up potentially a few different ways.
I planned on using my little faux marble hack
Mm-hmm.
on these guys because I haven't showcased that in a video yet. Haven't 100% fleshed out the system, but this was going to be the guinea pig for that too. So I planned on going white marble with
Like copper accents.
bronze
Yeah.
all over.
Yeah, no, that would definitely look cool. I think you could do a, even if you're more just like a, I want to print this and just get it painted quick. You could even do them as metal, like metal walls and.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you could probably like right over top of this black because I printed this in black because I didn't want to have to paint the inside. So I was like, well, if I print it black, then I don't have to deal with the inside at all. It's fine.
Mhm. Yep.
And then I printed the rest of this in gray because, like I said, I wanted to use up my gray because I think it's going bad. But yeah, you could totally take just a metallic spray paint and just kind of dust this, and it would probably look pretty decent with literally just that. And then you go like these are like little lights and stuff. You
Yeah.
go and slap a little red on those, maybe a little gold dry brush, bronze
Yeah.
dry brush on the windows, on the dude. And you could probably be pretty done pretty quick.
Yeah.
All right, now on to the minis. Okay, on to our Renegade Guardsmen here. So, um, really nice looking prints. These guys were printed on my Anycubic M5S. I got some supports that I got to clean up yet. They did come pre-supported.
Hmm.
I'm assuming they have non-pre-supported um, options, but not 100% sure. But that's what they sent us. Cool. I mean, backpacks and radios and
Look very detailed.
the cool spiky bits. Trying to get my fat fingers out of the camera for a minute. They go on 25mm bases.
Yeah, they look very good
Yeah,
for
I
how they're modeled up.
was really excited when I saw that they sent us models, and then um I, I don't think I had a good look at them until I printed them and got the supports off, and I was like, oh, these are Chaos Cultists like right now,
Yeah.
and I need some Chaos Cultists for Death Guard, so I will probably you know have these 5 guys, and then I may just flip the models on the x-axis so that I have the same 5 poses, but they'll all be left-handed. You can see there's a little support
Hmm.
there on the back that I got to get yet. But yeah, I mean, um, as we get the painting videos for these guys and the terrain done, I will just attach those videos to this video. But subscribe so you don't miss them, and we're gonna get some cool Death Guard Chaos Cultists printed up, and then I just smashed the model back there. A cool building behind it for some photo shoots. I'm gonna go very dark tidy with these guys too. I want them to look real dark and grimy and grungy. So
You definitely could. They look pretty good. I
yes,
think.
super excited. So big thanks to War Scenery for allowing us cool stuff to play with and do some content on. You guys run over there, check out that Kickstarter. Kick out that
Mm.
Checkstarter. Yeah, idiot. Check out the Kickstarter and let us know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe so you can see the cool painting videos coming up. All right.
Yep. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.